All right, guys, this one is out of Phoenix, Arizona, and it apparently involves a stabbing suspect, a stabbing victim, and the name and birthday game, the name and DOB game. It's always fun, good times. The whole video is 9 minutes 11 seconds, so it's a little longer than usual, but stick with us. See what happens.
911, can you hear me?
Yeah, any officer?
What is the address of the emergency? Is that in Phoenix?
Yeah, it's a Phoenix.
Okay. And what is the emergency occurring?
Yeah, that last week somebody hit me with a knife, and I go to the hospital for a couple of days, and the police looking for the guy. The guy is right here and try to do the same thing again.
He has a knife?
Yeah, he's trying to kill me again.
Are you on foot or in a vehicle?
And he's in the house.
No, are you on foot or in a vehicle?
No, I'm walking on the street.
So he's inside the house and you're walking, so he's not trying to hurt you?
No, when I go to the house, he got a knife and trying to kill me again.
Is Eric white, black, Hispanic, Native American?
It's a Mexican.
How old?
Like 28.
How tall is he?
It's not so big, like one. Como que sí. 5'4".
Skinny, medium, heavy?
Skinny.
While on the phone with dispatchers, officers from the Maryvale Estrella Mountain Precinct arrived on scene, meeting with the victim and gathering more information from him.
Yeah, almost done. So he did all that to you, or did they operate on you?
No, he sticks the knife right here.
Okay, I see it. Okay.
4 times.
The man leads officers to a residence on Glen Rosa, telling them one man had a knife and another had a gun.
And he said somebody in there has a gun?
Yes.
What's the suspect's name?
Eric.
Eric? E-R-I-C-K or C?
Eric.
You know his last name?
No, I don't know. It's just Eric.
He's Hispanic?
Yes, Hispanic.
Officers arrived at the residence and made contact with several people. At 1:25 p.m., they make the first contact with James Garcia, who was inside a vehicle in the driveway.
This car running?
Hey, man, that's straight up spooky when that happens, man. When there's like a car running right next to you or beside you that's occupied and you don't notice it right away. That's like pucker factor 5 right there, dude. That's no good.
You alright, man?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, my cousin's inside, waiting on here first.
Just gonna shut the car off and come over here, man.
Sorry?
You got no weapons on you?
Why am I getting out?
Because we're doing an investigation here, and I don't want you sitting in the car while I'm talking to somebody, passed out.
The conversation continues as the officer tries to convince Garcia to get out of the vehicle and over to a safe area.
Put your hands on the wheel, man. Both hands on the wheel. Okay, we're investigating a crime at this house.
This conversation continues with Garcia giving the officer a false name and birthday, and even admitting to a misdemeanor warrant.
Well, you're passed out in the driveway in front of the... We're talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hit, so...
Oh, you're not going to get hit.
Well, come on, step up.
Well, what did I
You're
do?
not in trouble, but step up.
What did I do?
You're not going to get hit. Man, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know who you are or what you're going to do. You just gave me one name that's not your name. You gave me a date of birth that makes you 10 years older than you really are. Now you've got a warrant, you're going to... I'm not going to run over you. Oh, I'm not going to do anything. I don't know who you are.
That's what I'm asking you. What did I do? Like, you're not going to get in trouble.
Okay, we have to identify everybody in this house.
Okay, I'll tell you.
You understand? Okay, do you have your ID on you?
Huh?
You have ID?
I don't have an ID, but I can tell you my name.
No.
What's your last name?
Garcia.
What's your first name?
It's Garcia Salazar. First name is Sanders. Yeah, sorry. First name is
Don't lie to me, man, because you lie to me, I'm going to take you to jail.
Huh?
Don't lie to me. So what's your name?
I think I have like missed shot.
Okay, I don't care about a stupid misdemeanor ticket. If you have a misdemeanor warrant, I don't care.
Alright, so my name is John. First name is John.
John what? What's your second last name?
Man. What's your birthday?
Huh? What's your birthday?
February. What year? Every year.
What's your birthday?
Eventually, the sergeant on scene comes to tell Garcia that he needs to get out of the crime scene.
Is there a reason you're not getting out of the car? Well, right now, we've got reports that somebody was stabbed at this house, so we need to figure out who everybody is and whether or not you're involved in that. Okay. Well, because there's a stabbing at the house, we need to get everybody out of here, because if this turns into some kind of shooting, I don't need you sitting here getting shot while we're shooting and then blaming us.
My man.
Okay.
Garcia keeps talking about the car and how he can't take the car and needs to get out.
Okay.
Look, check it. Sarge is coming up with the right approach, man. It's ask, tell, make. You know, and he's playing word games. He's playing, why do I need to get out of the car? He's playing the name and DOB game. Nah, man, just get out, dude. Please, I need you to step out of the car. Get out of the car. Yank. Simple as that.
We got called out here because somebody was stabbed. So now this is a scene. I can't let stuff leave the scene, and I need to get everybody out of my scene. Right now, you're the only person that's still in my crime scene. You understand that? What's that? Well, there's going to be, everybody in there is going to be getting out too. That's what we're trying to do right now, is get everybody removed from the scene. Okay. You're going to be removed from the vehicle if you don't get out of the car. Do you understand that?
11 minutes after his first contact with officers, Garcia rolls up the window. Less than 1 minute later, an officer notices Garcia has a gun.
He's got a gun. Hey, what the fucking... Get your hand off the gun. Get your hand off the fucking gun.
Officers ordered Garcia to drop the gun, but he refused.
Watch the crossfire. Hey, watch the crossfire.
Let go of the goddamn gun.
Here is the entire incident from the moment the officer notices the gun through the shooting from the body-worn camera on the first officer who fired his weapon.
I can't see his fucking hands. He's got a gun. Hey, what the fucking... Get your hand off the gun. Get your hand off the fucking gun. Get your fucking hand off the gun.
Hey, watch the crossfire.
Let go of the goddamn gun. Hey, let go of that fucking gun.
While you can't hear it, you can see Garcia mouth to the officer multiple times, "Shoot me, shoot me."
Come over here. Get behind me.
Bring him back.
You right? Is it in his right hand? It's in his right hand. If he lifts it up anywhere, he's pointed it down, it's up. Hey, do not fucking move it. I will fucking shoot you. He's not dropping the goddamn gun.
Take the window.
Take the window out.
You're not Eddie, are you?
Get your hand off the fucking gun. Get your fucking hand off the gun.
Hey, watch the crossfire.
Well, I can't see over here with the...
Hey, real quick, it's good to hear that whoever that was, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's the road sergeant. Watch your crossfire, because everybody started making that fucking circular firing squad, as we have a tendency to do. So good on him for recognizing what was about to happen and reminding everybody, hey, let's not shoot one another, because that's silly.
Let go of the goddamn gun. Hey, let go of that fucking gun. Hey, if he lifts that gun up anymore, I'm shooting him. Trevino, come over here. Get behind me.
What, is it in his right hand?
It's in his right hand. If he lifts it up anywhere, he's pointed it down, it's up. Hey, do not fucking move it. I will fucking shoot you. He's not dropping the goddamn gun.
Take the window.
Take the window out.
The gun remains in Garcia's lap after the shooting. Officers continue to shout commands.
He's still moving with the gun. Back up. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Get your fucking hand off the gun. Get your hand off the gun. Watch crossfire.
Where's the gun at?
It's in his lap. He just let go of it.
Can we retrieve the gun and get him out and get him to fire? Hey, let me glove up. Let me glove up.
Good. So they recognize the subject's down. They're deciding, okay, we need to go ahead and get the gun, and we need to get him some first aid, some life-saving measures. So and those are things we've talked about in the past. Is the length of time in between the shooting and rendering aid, or taking them into custody, or removing the weapon from the scene. These guys are making that happen in short order, and that's good to see.
You have a rifle across the street on that Tahoe now.
Yeah, I got my rifle over there.
Where's the gun?
You good right here?
It's in his lap.
It's in his lap?
Watch crossfire.
Gun is secure.
Once the gun was removed and secured, medical assistance was provided to Garcia, but he did not survive his injuries.
Hey, that's pretty quality. They did what they had to do. Anytime you have a shooting like this, the outcome is always unfortunate. But the man inside the car, the suspect, made that decision. He's the one that chose the path. The officers gave him ample opportunity to drop the gun, to disarm himself. They used a little force transference and said, here's what's going to happen if you don't do that. And what they said was going to happen did in fact happen. And again, with the mental illness thing, I'm not 100% sure, but leaning your head up to the window and saying, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, is it like reverse psychology that he's trying to use, or is the guy genuinely, trying to do a suicide by cop thing? I don't know. But at the end of the day, it looks like, all the officers came out of this unscathed. It's pretty cut and dry. And everybody did a good job, from calling out crossfire to keeping everybody aware of what was going on, and making sure that once the shooting stopped, they were able to render aid, secure the weapon, and make sure this guy was in custody. So all in all, pretty solid stuff, man. And that's that. If you saw anything I missed, drop it in the comments section down below. Please subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you can't be good at it. We'll see you.